songwriter, performer, artist, hip hop artist. He goes by Spiffy Lee. What's the word, man? How you feeling,
Yeah,
bro?
man, I'm
Thanks
chilling. I'm blessed. I can't really complain, man. I'm taking it one day at a time. You know.
for sure. Thanks for coming on. Definitely appreciate your time, bro, for sure. So we're gonna
Word for
jump
sure.
right into it. So man, what got you into hip hop and what made you fall in love with it, bro?
Well, for me, I got introduced early. Pretty much since I was like 3 years old. I remember DMX playing, Jay Z playing, and I just always been in love with the sound. So by the time I was, elementary, coming through with the early 2000s, 50 Cents and all that shit. I just always been fascinated with real hip hop, you know what I mean? So by the time I was a teenager, like 14, 13, I started writing, writing my own raps, even going into the studio at 14. So I just been into the culture since a young boy, you know what I mean?
For sure. That's dope. That's dope, man. So I know you're from New York, you're from Harlem and the Bronx, you said. So how has Harlem and the Bronx made you the man and artist you are today?
Well, the thing about growing up in Harlem and Bronx is everything's about style. You know what I mean? Like from you see I got the Yankee fitted, like everything is about style and rap wise it's about being a lyricist but also saying something slick all the time. Like you growing up in New York, it's always a joke. Niggas always saying something slick, always got some new slang. And I like to incorporate that in my music as well as telling stories from Harlem, whether it's about growing up playing basketball, or you see the hustling and the get fly stuff, or growing up in the Bronx, you see the drugs and all that. I like to incorporate that in my storytelling. You know what I mean?
For sure. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. So I got another question for you. So I heard one of your singles is called Changed on Me. So like how was the recording process for that single? Like what's the backstory behind it? Like and like
Oh,
what made you create that? Like
yeah, you talk about change me. Yeah, I remember that. I recorded that like way back, like I don't know, that might have been 3 years ago. So Change Me was something I recorded for a documentary I did called Change Me. It was about my health. So I've been into like a lot of working out stuff. And but the song is about how life changed me, about what I seen in life, how it changed me, also how I had to change my habits and get into more healthier habits even with the BS I'm surrounded with in my environment. So that's what
okay.
that's about. Yeah.
For sure. So New York is like the home of hip hop, man. It's like it's the mecca of hip hop. Hip hop started in the Bronx. So
Yeah.
so how do you feel about the current state of New York hip hop right now, in your opinion, since you a hip hop artist doing your thing?
Honestly, I like where stuff is going. You know what I mean? New York always got something hot. Like if you make it out of New York, then it's like you can make it anywhere. I mean, you had some of the drill, like Brooklyn drill stuff. That's fire. I listen to it all, but then you got your underground artists. You got people like Neek Bucks, Nino Man, Dave East. They real spitters. So I love where New York hip hop is. Honestly,
For sure, I feel that. I feel it. That's fire, man. I heard one of your singles, one of your latest singles is called Heavenly. So,
yeah.
like, how was the recording process for that? And like, what's the backstory behind that? And like, who produced that beat? Like, how did that song come about? Like,
Well, the beat I found on YouTube, to be honest with you, by some producer called Reason. He got a lot of heat. But heavily, I remember that year I recorded that. I recorded that last year. That's on my project from last year. I was just going through a time where like God was speaking to me, I felt. And I was trying to balance on doing the right thing as far as not going out, drinking, partying, and just following a righteous path of just, working out, being healthy, sticking to the family, not worrying about negative thoughts. And that time I also thought about giving up my dream. So all that stuff was just playing in my head. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna follow the right way. And God is telling me, yo, pursue my dreams and live healthy and do the right thing. So I wrote that song and that's how it came out. You know what I mean?
for sure, man. For sure. That's fire, man. Cause I heard that joint, the fire. I saw the video. I like the way you shot it in front of a church. It was a dope track. I like the video. The whole
I
thing was put
appreciate
together
that.
well. So,
Thanks, man.
so how would you describe Harlem, New York, for somebody that's never been? Like, I know it's a dope place to go. Like, how would you describe it?
Harlem is fast. You know what I mean? It's fly. A lot of slick talk. Like you got to be slick when you talk. You know what I mean? A lot of basketball. That's what I grew up around. You know, I'm not. I don't never claim to be extra street or nothing like that. I grew up in like basketball tournaments, playing with my friends. You know, joking, playing around. Everybody's into something in Harlem. As far as that's why I got a lot of my artistic stuff from. I believe. You know, I'm raised both Bronx, parents from Bronx and Harlem. You know what I mean? Mom from Bronx, father from Harlem. So I got a little both in me. But Harlem is just full of style, bro. Basketball, rapping, fashion. It's style regardless. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Like you a dope rapper, man. You got bars. I consider you an MC. So
Same to
like,
you.
what's one bar you wrote that people slept on that went over their heads in your opinion, though?
Um, I don't know if it went over people's heads, but in Heavenly, I feel like my last like 4 bars really describe what people should be thinking about in life. So I said, wicked ways in this wicked life. It ain't one way to really say you did it right. Just do the best that you did with Christ. I say a prayer before I say goodnight. All right. So basically, you know what I mean? I'm just saying you we all got different paths. So it's not one way to say you did it right. Your path might be different than mine. You know what I mean? That don't mean you wrong. That don't mean I'm right. Just follow the path that God, it's a path that God, laid for you.
For sure. I like the path that you're on, bro. I like the message in that song. So my next question for you is like, do you feel like all rappers should aim to be good role models? It's weak. Like since rappers we like the new rock stars. And we got power. We got good
Huh?
influence. So do you think all rappers should aim to be positive with their message?
I mean, as far it's different positive because to have positive, you gotta have the negative as well because we not all around positive. You know what I mean? Like I said, heavily. There's times where I'm fighting like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna just party like a rock star tonight. I'm gonna just fuck around, drink mad bottles, mess with some girls. I'm on that time too, but I notice I gotta balance it more with the good. So as long as your overall message is like, yo, I'm trying to be better, that's what matters to me.
Okay, I feel that like that, man. So you've been doing it for a minute. So you've been rapping for a minute, and you've been making music for a minute. What advice would you give to like a young artist trying to get in the game, trying to start off, like uh, somebody young trying to do it for real? Like,
I mean, first, just do what you love, and don't let nobody tell you that it's just a silly dream because it's your passion. Like your rap dream is just as important as somebody's 9 to 5 because you touching people with what you say. It don't matter if you talking about fucking skateboarding. It don't matter if you talking about something. You gonna touch somebody, and if that's your passion, follow it, man. That's all I can say.
I feel that, man. That's dope. That's dope. So New York got some of the greatest rappers of all time, man. The best rappers ever. Y'all started hip hop. You gotta give y'all props.
Yeah.
So who's your top five New York MCs? This
All
from
right.
New York only New York MCs.
From
No,
my just off my taste, I gotta put Cam. It's no order. It's just for me, Cameron, DMX, 50 Cent, Jay Z, and my personal favorite. One of my personal favorites, Ghostface Killer. Those are my favorite five.
for
But
sure.
then I don't know because at times I'll listen to Styles P, The Locks. I always change it. It always changes. So I really need a top 10, but those five I named really influenced me.
For sure. That's dope. That's dope. So man, what you got coming out next, man? What kind of music you got dropping next? Like what events are you performing at next?
Okay, so I've just wrapped up an EP. It should be coming at the end of October. It's gonna be called "The Time Is Now." So I'm shooting a few videos off of that right now, so I can release with my project. And then right now, I'm still building, so I'm performing in the city, local events, open mics, anything I could get in, you know what I mean? Or like down in the city, Manhattan and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm just trying to work on behind the scenes content for my new music that I'm about to drop because I feel like the new music got some good messages in it as well. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Man, I appreciate you for coming on, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep killing them, bro. You like one of the best rappers I know personally. Feel me?
same to you.
I don't know you in real life, but I know you through the internet. I met you on Facebook. You cool,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Keep doing your thing, man. Keep putting on for New York hip hop. Definitely appreciate you, man. Love, sure.
Love, man. You too, man. Peace.